prosecution's decision to start with William Postle, the victim's father, who we learn found his daughter, came to the home after he learned from his son-in-law that she's not answering, don't know what to do with the kid, she's been sick. That's an important way to start your case in chief, is it not?
It is, especially when you have what some would say is somewhat damning evidence. And by that, I mean you have the defendant texting his father-in-law, and from the prosecution's perspective, feigning concern about his estranged wife. So it's very important to start off the case strong, and I think they're doing that with this witness.
They also called that school secretary, the mother, or the neighbor who was nearby and hearing that phone conversation with the mother of the victim. And there seems to be some discrepancy in the timeline in terms of why the defendant would have been picking up his children when his wife was the one slated to do it. Does he know more about why she wouldn't be there to do it? It's one of the things the prosecution kind of put out in their summary, that we not only believe that he was there, but then we have video of him picking up his children from school, and that is showing that he knew that he needed to be there to make sure his kids were taken care of. Is this something you think jurors are following at this point, especially when you've got a custody battle? It seems like some nights they're one place, some nights they're another place.
I think they are following it, and I think that's why we heard the defense attorney cross-examining on this area. And from the defense attorney's perspective, they're trying to show that a parent inquiring about the whereabouts and safety of the children is not that odd. But from the prosecution's perspective, in this case, it is odd because he had never done it before. So it could cut both ways, but I definitely think the jury is paying attention to it.
The prosecution even pointing out that he arrived an hour early, insinuating that that was strange and that wouldn't be typical of this father. I want to show some video that the defense referenced in their opening statement. The prosecution actually showed, but we couldn't see it on the screen, but we do have it as an exhibit that we've been able to cut and put together for you. Now, this is outside of the house of the victim at night. It's not really clear, but you see the person walking there. That is who is believed to be the one who broke into Becky Bleefnick's home, killing her brutally, shooting her 14 times, according to the prosecution. But the defense says that's someone else. That's their evidence that this was a prowler, that this was not someone who knew her. Important video, but is it compelling in your opinion, Lateef?
Well, it could be compelling. From the prosecution's perspective, they're going to have to argue that this doesn't seem like a prowler. This seems like someone who's comfortable in the environment, knows where he's going, and has a plan. From the defense's perspective, that's their best argument, to argue that this is someone else, because, of course, they're not going to come to court and say it was our client. So it cuts both ways. From the prosecution's perspective, it shows someone who knows the environment, is cool, calm, and collected. And from the defense's perspective, this is someone other than our client.
And we'll probably be hearing a lot more about this video as this case unfolds. Lateef, stand by.